just about ready to get started. We're just waiting for the Facebook to link up, and then we can actually get official.
What?
All right, looks like we are all linked up. Wonderful. So, how is everybody tonight? All right, do me a favor and let me know that you're here by clicking in there and tell me where you're watching from and what the weather is like where you are. I'm Lisa with Cactus Quilt Shop. I am in southern Arizona, and sorry, we're having a few technical difficulties here. I'm in southern Arizona in the Tucson area in the Sonoran Desert, and we actually had an incredible day. Can you comment, please? So I can see whether or not I'm seeing my comments. Last week I couldn't see comments, and so I didn't know what was going on, so we're trying to make sure that doesn't happen again this time. We tried it last night and it seemed to work, so I'm hoping it's working again today. So I'd love to have you comment so that I know you're there, and let me see where you're from and what your weather's like. As I said, we had an absolutely gorgeous fall day today for us. We weren't even in the, oh, there, okay. Now I can see comments, thank goodness. Last week was so weird. Anyways, we have had a beautiful fall day today, which for us means we were in the upper 80s. I know for the rest of you, that's a hot summer day, but for us, it was a glorious, hey Linda, so glad you're here. Glorious, glorious winter day for us. Winter day, I'm losing it, aren't I? Fall day, perfectly acceptable for the first week of fall. Anyways, we are awfully glad you're here, and hopefully, do me a favor. We're trying to get the word out about our sale, so if you would take a minute real quick and share this feed out to your friends, I would really appreciate that. Help us get found a little bit more in Facebook's algorithm. It would be really helpful. So anyways, today, if you have not, hey Jackie, hey Pilar. Yeah, wasn't it great weather today? Pilar's in Tucson as well. So anyways, we're gonna have some fun today with some new things and some not so new things and a whole bunch of different things that we're gonna have fun with. We're gonna add a little twist on one of the products and have Naomi come and talk about it. Hey, you're up the road, Linda. Awesome, awesome. So anyway, we are gonna do a little bit of that, but a little bit of housekeeping first. If you're just joining us and maybe you haven't shopped with us before, you do need to register. If you have not shopped with us before or registered before, you need to register. If you've registered before, you're good to go. Nothing has changed. So the way you register is if you are on Facebook, you type in the comments the word register, and that will send out a notice to our computer software that you want to participate in being able to put things into a cart. And so if you type the word register and hit return so that it goes up, hey Brenda, it will go to Messenger and send you a message saying that you're linked. Now, you may have to confirm it, you may not. I was doing some reading today where during the live sale in the group, you won't have to register, but if you're on the page, you won't have to confirm, but on the page you probably will. But just double check, go over to your Messenger and make sure you're good to go. Now, the way you actually shop tonight is really fun and really easy, and I'd love you, hey Naomi, I'd love you to comment on what you see. We'd like to have a little conversation going. It's a lot of fun if the conversation gets going. So as I said, if you're just joining us, tell us where you're at and tell us what the weather's like where you are today, because we had a beautiful fall day here. Each item, if you look over my head here, you'll see a little banner, and it will say sold 100, and that's how you put an item in your cart. You actually comment the words sold 101, for example, and hit return. Sold space 101. That's exactly what you have to type. If you type anything differently, the software won't recognize it. So type that in. If you want more than one, you need to type it in twice. So sold 101, return, sold 101, return. And that will put it into your cart twice. Now you've got things in your cart, and you will have, we changed this up and I haven't reprinted yet, you will have 4 hours to check out your cart. So from when you put something into your cart, you'll have 4 hours to go back and review, put in your payment information, and check out. There are 2 ways to get your product to you. If you are within acceptable driving distance of the shop here in Northwest Tucson, you can put local pickup. If you're in Ohio, it might be a bit of a drive and the gas might be a little expensive. So I recommend you pay our $7.50 flat rate shipping. So we have flat rate shipping, $7.50 for your entire order. And like I said, you can put everything together and then check out at the end and pay a flat rate of $7.50 if you aren't within a reasonable distance of picking up from the shop. If you've got questions, you can go to cactusquiltshop.comandsold.com to double check your registration. This is what you will see when you get there, okay? All right, so that's our housekeeping. Anyone have any questions about how to register?
You might show that first one again.
Oh, which
You
one?
held it too close.
Oh, I held it too close. That's part of the problem. I'm not always sure what I look like. Register, register. There we go.
It was this one.
Oh, if you want to check your registration, that's where you go to. cactusquiltshop.comandsold.com. ComandSold is our software that we're using. Okie dokie. Well, we've got some fun things on tap for you tonight. And what we were focusing on tonight, for most of it, is ways to help speed up your project making given the time of year we're coming into. And so many of us want to get things done for the holidays, that special quilt for somebody that you've been wanting to do. And so we're going to look at a whole bunch of options in some pre-cuts. Any of you actually work with pre-cuts at this point? I have learned that with 2.5 inch strips, jelly rolls are great. You have the entire line spectrum of colors. They're nice and precision cut at 2.5 inches, and you're not going to have some rows that are a little bit wider than 2.5, a little bit less than 2.5. So it'll be really great. So what I want to show you tonight, this very first one that's up above me, sold 100, is our Sweet Fire Road pattern. Sweet Fire Road pattern. This is a pre-cut friendly pattern. So it takes, well, right around 25 fat eighths or so, and then some additional yardage for the accents and the borders. So this is pre-cut friendly, and it's called Sweet Fire Road. I think it's a really cute. Are you getting too much glare? Is that better? I think it's a really, really, really cute pattern. And with those pre-cuts, it actually will work up pretty doggone fast. It will finish out, okay, where will it finish out? At 75.5 by 75.5. So it's a big quilt, but it's really cute. And tonight, the pattern alone is on sale, regularly $9.99, and it's on sale tonight for $8.99. So if you're interested in this pattern, just type in sold 101. But that's not all. We've got a couple of things put together here to make it easy for you. So we've got this really cute fat eighth bundle. The line is called Emma from Moda. And look at those beautiful colors. Can you see in there? Those really, Naomi always gets mad at me when I do this, but I want you to see the colors and the prints. And wouldn't that be so cute in that pattern? That would be so cute. This is, I think it's 31 fat eighths or 33 fat eighths. Dang, I had it counted and I forgot to make a note. But Moda recommends, the recommended retail price for Moda is $71.99. But we have put it on sale for you today at $51.99. So that's saving $20. It's just over 4 yards of fabric. So that's actually a really good price for 4 yards of fabric. And this would work out. All you'd need then is some accent blenders to do your setting triangles and your borders, and you're good to go. So if you're interested in that, this is sold 101. You'll see that the banner across my head hopefully changed. But this is the Emma Fat Quarter Bundle, okay? And it's on sale. It's $20 off tonight from what Moda recommends. So we put that on a nice big sale for you. Hey, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. Now, another thing that we've got here is a little bundle that we put together with the Ruby Star Spooky Darlings. And this is 12 Fat 8s. So either you'd want to get some more Fat 8s or order 2 of these to do that Sweet Fire Road pattern. But this is that beautiful Ruby Star Halloween fabric. So last chance to, October is Saturday, so it's time to finish up those Halloween patterns and have some fun with it. I think this would turn out really, really cute in a Halloween pattern. Remind me to change that.
I'm sorry.
And this is 12 Fat 8s that we put together from the Ruby Star Spooky Darlings. And that is $15.44 tonight. That's a savings of $4 tonight on that. If you want more than one, just type in sold 102, return, and hit sold 102 again. And every time you enter it, it will put it into your cart as a multiple. Okay? And then finally, we had something else come in just recently, and it's a QT fabric, and it's a fat quarter bundle. This has 21 fat quarters in it, and this is called Blossom in Jewel Tones. Aren't those incredibly brilliant? And so you could pick out, some of these, probably duplicate a few, or maybe add in a few other
You need to do the
neutral.
banner again.
Oh, the banner. I keep forgetting the banner. All right, there we go. Anyways, this is a fat quarter bundle, but it could still work with your
The Sweet Road.
this Sweet Fire Road. My brain's not totally on tonight. And this is on sale tonight. Regularly $62.99. It's $54.99. You're saving $8 tonight on this fat quarter bundle. And this is 21 fat quarters. So that's 5 1/4 yards of fabric. That is just barely over $10 a yard. So this is a great deal. And it's all cut and ready for you to go to speed up. You just need to split it into fat 8s if you want to use it with Sweet Fire Road, or you can use it with all sorts of other products to have some fun with. All right, how's everybody doing out there? Say hello to me. I want to make sure I'm still seeing comments. All right. Naomi needs to come in for a minute because we're going to have her show something, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our desktop needle threader. She had some fun playing with this today, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what she found out on how to work it. So Carl's gone to get her. She's gone AWOL on me. She was just in here. And we wanted to do a little short description of this one. It takes a little more than, here she comes. It's your turn, Naomi. She's going to come in and show you how our desktop needle threader, and in a beautiful purple, works. Hey, in you go.
I don't know if they can see this.
We'll get it up close.
All right.
Lisa, come over here.
Little threader, guys. Just drop the needle in there. Hang on. Gotta make this work. And then you just hold your thread in pretty firmly. Click down on that. And carefully pull it up. Yeah, it let go. Hang on.
Of course.
Well, I sat at home last night trying to thread a needle for 10 minutes. And, well, it threaded. I just lost it. And it really doesn't matter how you drop it in there. But it is easier to hold
Pull it up,
on
just
the
to pull it back just a little.
table.
Yeah, we're putting you at a disadvantage.
All right, I got it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All
So
done.
if that was on a table, it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah.
Holding it up in the air is part of what the problem is.
You can purple, pink, and
Yeah,
green,
we only
but
have
we
purple
only have
right now.
purple right now.
They've been popular.
But it took me 3 tries to do this last night. It took me 10 tries to thread a needle. So I'm buying one of these. Worth it.
How much is it?
It is free. No.
Actually,
I
it
don't
was.
know.
It's on,
Written
it's
on
on
the-
the paper.
Oh, it's $13, and you can buy it at Cactus Quilt Shop.
And it's regularly $16.30, I think.
Yeah, and
So
we'll do a demo on the page of this again too. So anyway, thank you. Back to Lisa.
we thought we'd change things up just a little bit, and I did wonder whether or not she was going to be able to hold that and do it well. But that is $13 tonight, regularly $16.25. So you're saving $3.25. And if that's on a table, when she was doing it on the table, it just went whoosh and did it really fast, didn't it? Oh,
Yes.
She left her stuff here.
Sorry.
She's gotta get her stuff. So that's our pastel desktop needle threader. And that's been a really popular item, so we thought we'd share it with our Facebook Live group. All right, so I want to focus on a really fun pattern that is pre-cut friendly, and it's by Studio 180, and it is sugar and spice. And in fact, we have, okay, I'm gonna show you, Joyce Holly, who is a certified Studio 180 instructor, and she teaches for us here in the Cactus Quilt classroom, has just finished a Christmas themed version of Sugar and Spice. And this is actually a great little quilt. It's 45 by 62 finished. You take a layer cake and a jelly roll and some background and put it together and you have a quilt. Let me show you. Joyce, I believe the 60 weight thread will work. It will do, Naomi, was it that it will do oval? Go get Naomi, because she actually checked which size, going back to the needle threader. I think 60 weight thread should work, because she was trying it on several different sizes of needles and eyes, and they were all working pretty good, but we didn't try a 60 weight thread. But I think we actually, I don't see why a 60 weight wouldn't work when I think what she was using was a 50.
Okay.
So what did
She's
she say?
grabbing it.
Okay,
She'll be right back.
she's gonna grab it and double check for us so we can get the right answer for you, Joyce. But anyways, Joyce, while we're waiting for that, we'll go back to Sugar and Spice. But Carl, hand me this one right here.
This quilt?
Yeah. Joyce almost has this finished. The binding is not on, but she very, very graciously allowed me to show you this beautiful, beautiful quilt. This is Sugar and Spice.
Let me get my phone and I can probably see what she has.
There's one. Oh, okay.
This is Sugar and Spice. You can kind of see it. I know you can't quite see the whole thing. But it's a fabulous, fabulous quilt. And like I said, it's pre-cut friendly. So this is a great option for using up your pre-cuts. And the pattern itself right now is on sale for $9.20. It's regularly $11.50. So you're gonna save $2.30 on this. Now, as I was mentioning, later this month, Joyce is gonna be teaching this class in the Cactus Quilt Shop classroom. So if you're in the local area, this would be a really, really, really great time to stock up at a better savings than I offer you, even if you're buying stuff in the class. So now's the time. If you are enrolled in that class, take advantage of this one-time offer. That's the pattern. Now I'm gonna give you some ideas for
Did you wanna
things you,
ask
yes,
me?
and then Naomi's back
What
to
was
answer the question. Will it do a 60 weight thread, and how small of an eye? Come on in.
I think it'll do a 60 weight thread. I did Gutermann, which is 50.
Yeah.
And I did, earlier in the day, I did a size 12 needle, which is pretty small. and that one I did was a 10. So I think, yeah, you'd probably have pretty good success with it. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna do a demo on the page, so I'll play around with some other needles too, and that might help.
Thank you, Naomi. Okay, so we're gonna have some ideas for sugar and spice, and to give you some ideas of what you might be able to put with it. These are some brand new pre-cuts that have just now come into the shop, and we're gonna pull up Bird Song, and we have the layer cake. Now remember, Moda does layer cakes, everybody else does 10.5-inch squares. And this is 42 pieces, so the entire line is represented. And like I said, this is a Moda fabric. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. How's that? Is that looking okay? Look at that beautiful yellow. All right. So you can do that. This layer cake is on sale for $39.99 tonight. That's a savings of $8. And that is sold $105, sold $105. And we have the complimentary jelly roll in Bird Song. So this is Bird Song by Moda. So if you can see that there, isn't that fun? This is Bird Song by Moda. That's the jelly roll. The jelly roll is sold $106, and it is also $39.99. Also a savings of $8 tonight. So a great way to save on a pre-cut. Now, if you want something that's a little more rainbow-like, look what we can do. We can take our Kona Sheen Solid, where we highlighted this before, but we still have a few left, and this has a little bit of sheen in it, which is really hard for the camera to pick up, but it has sheen to it. And this would be absolutely stunning in this beautiful, shiny, shimmery solid. It's not really metallic, it just has a sheen in the fabric. That's the layer cake. No, sorry, that is not a layer cake. That is a 10-inch square, because that is a Robert Kaufman fabric. So that's a 10-inch square by Robert Kaufman. It's called Kona Sheen. It's sold $107. It's $36.99, and that's a savings of $6 tonight. And we have the matching jelly roll. Okay. Oh, no, sorry, 2.5-inch strip set. 2.5-inch strip set. We have to remember that Moda has those copyrighted and trademarked. So that's the strip set, sold $108, and it's $36.99, a savings of $6 tonight. And then we're going back to Emma again. We had Emma in the Fat 8s on that Sweet Fire Road, but here's Emma in the layer cake by Moda with all the different fabrics that you can see there. See those beautiful fabrics? I'm not very good at this. I need to practice to let you see what it is. Okay. Oh, that's an interesting one. Look at that. Didn't expect that in there. Ooh, look at it on the black. Isn't that pretty? I love things on black. It just really speaks to me. They pop so beautifully. All right, that's the layer cake in Emma, and that is sold $109, and that is $39.99, a savings of $8, regularly $47.99. And then we have the accompanying jelly roll in the pattern Emma by Moda, and that is sold $110, and again, that is also $39.99, a savings of $8 tonight. Okay, now one other thing that you need that's so great about the Studio 180 is that they're skill builders. So they are teaching you a new skill, and they have rulers to help you learn how to do a Lemoyne star. Now, who's familiar with a Lemoyne star? Drop it in the comments if you've made Lemoyne stars before. Let's see, and did you have to do any Y seams when you did your Lemoyne Star? Who loves Y seams? I don't, to the point that I won't do them. I am not patient enough to do a Y seam no matter what. So, Studio 180 and Deb Tucker has come up with the Rapid Fire Lemoyne Star ruler. Now what's great about Studio 180, and I love their tools because of this, you get to make multiple sizes of Lemoyne Stars using one tool. It doesn't make just one or two sizes, it makes multiple. Hey Joyce, if you're still on, how many sizes will this actually make from this ruler? How many different sizes? And so it's a really great way to make a Lemoyne Star. Now, for those of you who may not be really familiar, a Lemoyne Star is that star right there. Okay, that's called a Lemoyne Star. All right, you see why you think there'd be Y seams? So that tool is on sale, but again, it makes multiple sizes. So this gives you a lot of options by having this size ruler. And it is regularly $39.99, but it's on sale tonight for $31. Does it say $31.50 up there? I've got it going a couple of different ways.
$39.99.
Yeah. Be careful, they are addicting.
$31.50.
Certainly hope so. Quilting is addicting anyway. So, but this is a skill builder. So that's what I love about Studio 180 is that it absolutely builds skills for you. So pick this up because it's on a really good sale today. And you do need that in order to do the sugar and spice. You also need the Tucker Trimmer 1. And this really helps you with getting your points to match and your squares to just come together so nicely. You can see there a little bit of what it's teaching you to do. And this is a nice basic tool in the Studio 180 line. So this is a great, if you haven't ever used Studio 180 tools, this is a great one to start with. And this one is sold $114. Oh, okay, Joyce says that they are, you can make Lemoyne Stars from 3 inches all the way up to 12 inches on that one tool. One tool, and you can make all those different sizes. That is just, you know, most of the time when we buy a ruler, you're gonna buy it for 1 or 2 sizes, usually a ½ inch apart, or maybe an inch, and then you've gotta buy a second ruler if you wanna go bigger or smaller. So this is one tool to be able to get stars from the 3 inch all the way up to 12 inch. So that's a big range. But this one here is the Tucker Trimmer. This is also on sale tonight, saving you $4.50. It's $19.99. So this is a great size, a 10 sizes, one tool, Joyce says. Thank you, Joyce. Appreciate it. Yeah, so that's a great price on this Tucker Trimmer. If you know Studio 180 and this isn't in your wheelhouse, you need to pick this up because it's a great tool. Okay, so that's sold $114 and the price on that is $19.99. Now a couple more pre-cut sets just to give you ideas for our sugar and spice quilt. And it's called, this is also by Moda, and it's called Daffodils and Dragonflies. Not dragons, dragonflies. Daffodils and Dragonflies. This is a beautiful muted, Brenda, I think you'd like this one. Beautiful muted colors in here. Those are beautiful cheddars and oranges here. Yep. Some gorgeous. Ooh, look at that one. Look at that one. Can you see that one? I don't know if you can see it without the glare, but it sure is pretty. Ooh, I really like that one. It's got a kind of a dark red background, and then look, there's a little butterfly. Do you see the little butterfly? See that little butterfly? All right, here's some dark browns, and now we're going into some real dark. That's the dark blue. Yeah, so that is Daffodils and Dragonflies. Beautiful layer cake. 42 pieces in a layer cake. This would work out really well in your sugar and spice. And that is $39.99, saving $8 again. And the associated That's 111, sold 111, and the associated jelly roll, dragon roll, for daffodils and dragonflies, and the jelly roll, okay, by Moda. That's also $39.99, a savings of $8 tonight. $8. So great way to save it. Now, we had this out before, but I wanted to bring it in because this is what Joyce used for that gorgeous quilt that I showed you a few minutes ago. Let's show it again in case anybody's been joining us since we got started. But let me just show you again. Joyce has just whipped this together in the last few weeks. It's ready for binding. And this is Sugar and Spice in Glitter and Shine by Moda. No, Sparkle, Shine, Glitter.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Sparkle and
Sparkle
Shine.
and Shine Glitter.
Yeah.
I always want to call it Glitter and Shine. But isn't that beautiful? I think that's such a pretty quilt. I may lose it, Joyce. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway. Anyway, this is a beautiful, beautiful quilt. And we still have the layer cake. The layer cake. This is by Moda, so this is a layer cake. Some beautiful, beautiful fabrics in here. And that is sold 120, sold 120, and that is $39.99, a savings of $7 or $8. I can't remember now how to do math. And then the associated jelly roll. Same price. So that's in Sparkle, Shine, and Glitter Jelly Roll. Now, some of you may have seen the live I did, I think yesterday, when we were unpacking a whole bunch of brand new fabrics. And there was a line of blenders that we got in called Bumbleberries. And it is so pretty. It is just beautiful. So today we have cut some half-yard bundles and of this bumbleberry fabric. This is a nice blender bundle. It's a soft kind of bumbly berry. That's what it's called. And yeah, I'm gonna take it off so you can see. But look at this, is a beautiful, beautiful green, and then a gorgeous cream. And some of these have a little touch of shimmer to them. Not a glitter really, but just kind of a sheen. Just a very pale sheen. And then there's a beautiful purpley color. And look at this beautiful deep orange. And the red, that's a great Christmas red. And a dark, no, that's a black, I think.
Yeah.
And then some grays and then a gray. So that's 12. So 6 yards of fabric. 6 yards of fabric for $59.99. $59.99 for your half-yard bundle. This is a great thing to add to your stash. And I think these are gonna be really fun blenders to use. We're all actually thinking about a quilt that we could use.
The banner.
Oh, I didn't hit the banner. Thank you. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry. I hit something and it went away. Are you all back? Can y'all see me? Because it looked like I may have lost the feed. Can you guys see me? Okay, it looks like we may still be linked. So sorry. Technology. All right. So this is just beautiful fabric. It also has a gorgeous hand to it. It really, really does. For a blender, this is just stunning. So bumbleberries, half-yard bundle, 12 half-yard cuts, so 6 yards of fabric. 50. Oh, thanks, Pilar. Appreciate it. Thanks, Joyce. Beautiful, beautiful fabrics. So, anyways, $59.99 for a half-yard bundle, 12 half-yard cuts. And such great colors. Every stash needs this. All right. Now we've had a mixture tonight of older items and newer items. We've been having some fun with that. The quilt behind me is called Row of Cats, and it's been hanging in the shop for a while. And it is one of those quilts that just catches everyone's eye. I'm gonna step aside just a little bit so that
I'm
you
gonna
can
turn
see
it
that.
just a
Yeah,
little bit,
Carl's
too.
gonna turn the camera just a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Get that out of the way. Can you see a little bit better now? Anyways, that's a really, really fun pattern. And so we had some fun with it this week. And we have kitted it up, so it's all ready to go. This is all in batiks, right, Naomi? It's all in batiks for this. It includes the pattern. It includes all the fabrics for the top and the binding. And look at some of these fun things we put in there to bring in the cats. So if you've got a cat lover in your life, they may love this all put together, ready to just pick up. And this is, let me change the banner.
Oh, I missed that.
This is, oh, it says there's only one there. We have more than one. Yeah, we have more than one. I didn't get the amount changed when we put it in, when we put the kit in. But don't worry about that. We have more than one. So go ahead and order it and we'll make sure that you get it. We definitely have more than one. So we've got, hang on a minute. Oh yeah, Pilar, come into the shop. See them in person. Those bumbleberries are fabulous. All right, so we've got this quilt kit and it is normally going to be on sale for $87.99, I think, but it's $74.99. It's $74.99. And it makes a really nice size quilt. You can see behind me that this is 57 by 59. So it's a good lap size quilt. It's a fun quilt to make. It gets comments constantly. People love it. We sell out of the pattern all the time. So we decided to kit it up for some fun that you can put on your next project and have some real fun with that.
Purple cat.
Purple cats, yes. Yes. Little splash of that purple in there. All right. All right, so just to remind you, if you haven't shopped with us before, make sure you hit register and then hit return so it will actually tell the program to set up a cart for you. You can see that in your messenger. That's where you're gonna see your cart. So go to Messenger. You have 4 hours from when you put something in your cart to check out. Now, if you're watching live, great. We're glad you're here and we hope you've had fun. You can also shop the replay just as if we were live. I just can't respond to your comments, which happened last week because I couldn't see them. But you can shop it just as if you were live and we'll fulfill it once we get the order. So these products will stay on sale all week. We have them, if you're in the local area, we have them in the shop. And you can see them up on the counter so that you can see what's there. We'd really appreciate it if you'd take a moment and share the video so that we can get the word out about our live sales. We're having a lot of fun with them. And remember, we do have an app. The app actually works a little faster. I've talked to a few people who like to shop the app. It's a little bit easier. It hooks up a little faster. It moves a little faster. And you can download it in either the Apple Store or Google Play. Just search for Cactus Quilt Shop and you'll see our little red and green prickly pear inspired logo. And click on that and get it. It's a free app, and that way you can shop it on your phone, even when you're on the go. So it's a great way to do it, and like I said, it's actually easier. You don't have to type in the sold, you just have to tap the picture, and it will put it in, and then it will ask you what you want to put in the cart. You can adjust your quantities that way too. It's a great way to do it. So I hope you are having a great evening wherever you may be. If you have any questions, please feel free to call the shop. We're open 9:30 to 5:30 Pacific time right now. We're the same as California right now for another month, and then we go back to the same time as Utah and Colorado. Arizona doesn't change time, the rest of you do. And so give us a call and ask us any questions. We're happy to help you out and make sure you're getting what you want. And then do watch. We're going to try and get that video up of a better demo of that little desktop needle threader, which could be a great Christmas gift for your favorite sewist. And hopefully we will see you soon. Everybody take care. Good night now and happy sewing.